Hey guys, so welcome to the,
it's the Nikki Fish and Zacky Zack podcast. It's share 31.
It is, in fact, share 31. Can we get some shares in chat? Some big shares? Everyone share the podcast. If you're not sharing the podcast...
How do you expect us to grow?
Yeah, we this is a team effort, you know?
We're all in this together.
All of us.
Together.
Chat, us, that's
Chat.
That's it. Yeah, it's just us and chat.
And then also us. And then don't forget chat.
But especially us. We're the most important, you know. Without us, it wouldn't be the Nikki Fish and Zacky Zack podcast. I mean, what would it be?
I can't even fathom what it would be. It would not be this podcast. It'd be a completely separate...
a totally different podcast that it would be unheard of. Anyways, hey guys, thanks so much for stopping in. Nick,
Share.
Share. Yeah, please share. Please share.
Especially, it's the time for sharing. It's like Christmas. It's sharing time. Like you're in kindergarten. It's time to share.
I don't quite understand. Some of these things in chat are kind of confusing me. Todd Seaver says someone named Matt and someone named Mark have changed for the better.
We've always been hosting this podcast. I don't know. Wow, you guys really slimmed down. Well, thank you,
Ian. Yeah,
I've been trying to diet. I've been drinking a lot more water. And
a lot of water.
Yeah.
So much water.
So thank you, Ian. That really means a lot to me.
Yeah, it really it makes me feel good, and that's I appreciate it. Someone in chat says named Matthew Mays says, "Ow, are you experiencing pain, sir? Seek help."
Get some ibuprofen or some acetaminophen.
Doctors can often help with that.
Yes.
In the heart. Therapy.
Yeah, I'll do the intro. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Nikki Fish and Zacky Zach podcast.
Got a lot of things in store for tonight. Our typical things that we often talk about on the
Nikki
show.
Fish and Zacky Zach.
Yes.
Yeah, us, the usual hosts of this podcast, the one and only Nikki Fish and Zacky Zach. Live from our studio, the Nikki Fish and Zacky Zach studio.
So you just want to jump right into it?
Yeah, let's
talk about what we've been playing.
Yeah, that seems like a good place to start. So that's usually where we start.
That's where we often start. Yeah. So Nick, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, well, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. That's my usual haunt. I have this amazing Minecraft world that I share with my my coworkers and my friends. I really wish I could bring you guys there and have you guys see it, because we've put so much effort and love into it that it's just fucking beautiful.
You've built something I think only you could have achieved.
Okay, well, I feel like this needs to be prefaced in this, and that this is what I find interesting about Minecraft is, like, you put on headphones, you throw on a podcast, and you just go. It's one of the games where, like, you can just zone out and just mine. And that's really what I do, because recently I've just surpassed 4,000 blocks deep in my mine, in that I've made a mine that goes like 8 blocks by 2 blocks and then 4,000 blocks. And it's truly been an effort and taken months.
It has been described as a World War II era mega structure, if you understand what I'm getting at. It's truly
I mean, I don't think World War II is really known for its mega
well,
structures.
there was a group from World War II that are known for their mega structures.
Are they?
Well,
are the Americans really known for the mega structures? I feel like, if anything, ancient Egyptians.
The Space Needle. That's impressive. It goes to space.
That is American, and it goes to space. And, NASA, also American, also goes to space.
Mega structure.
Not quite a mega structure, but definitely a vehicle that goes to space.
Yeah.
Switzerland in World War II. Yes, definitely.
Is Crocomole? Do we know who that is?
No, but
I know. I get a feeling it could be Cole.
Whatever.
Anyways,
he's in this together. He's with it.
But yeah, no, we've been playing.
So yeah, why don't you share something we've
been playing? You've been playing much more Minecraft than I have.
Every day after work till 2 a.m.
I've just been playing. So you guys obviously know I'm a huge esports guy. Most of the games that I play are esports titles. I just really love being better than other people. It brings me joy, to just beat down on lesser
poor innocent kids who just started this game. I just create a Smurf account and I just kill them.
I have one Smurf account in Rocket League, okay? And it's just because I'm champ 2, and most people I know aren't champ 2, and it's not fun for them. It's not fun for them. So, sure, okay, I didn't even buy the game the second time, and I did get the account before it went free to play too. I just, I got it for free. It was, look,
Okay.
all right, but yeah, I've been playing a lot of League of Legends, Rocket League.
Wow.
Those are my 2 main games as of late.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have
You wouldn't have guessed by the
by
2,500 hours in Rocket League.
by the games you usually play. I would not have guessed that you play Rocket League and League of Legends.
Well,
Is there anything else you've been playing recently?
I actually just started Rainbow Six Siege, and the thing is that I'm really bad at this game.
Mhm.
I'm like laughably garbage, and it's a new experience for me because I usually I can walk into a shooter and be decent,
Right.
but Rainbow Six Siege, it's got these, so it's a weird take between like a tactical shooter and like a hero shooter, but different in the way that from the way that Valorant did it.
Yeah, it's more grounded instead of like
Crazy loony powers that
like
build
Overwatch.
ice walls and exactly. And so the thing is that like people can just like drill a hole in a wall that you didn't think about, and so then you just die, and you're like, I didn't see this coming at all, like at all. And so it's been really hard for me. It's hard to it's hard for me to go to an esports title that I'm bad at, but I've been having fun learning.
You're having fun being bad at a game and then learning how to get better at that game.
Yeah, I think that's one of my favorite parts about new games is like learning how to not suck.
Oh yeah. No, I can definitely I can relate to that because I'm usually bad at games, and so learning to not be bad at games is usually the majority of the game. I mean, hell, I think I'm still bad at Breath of the Wild, and I put maybe 200 hours into that.
I'm still bad at Rocket League, and I'm 2,500 hours in.
Okay, Mr. Double Diamond or whatever.
It's champ 2, and that's not even good. So
okay, all right. Well, whatever, man. Well, I have more that I have been playing. I just wanted to
sure
pass it over to you. Recently, Beat Saber just dropped their new Fall Out Boy track pack.
You are very good at rhythm games.
I am not that good at rhythm games, and I wish you would stop saying that. Because then...
Much like you are the best person I know at Tetris.
I'm not good at Tetris. Fucking Dominic destroyed me. But, like, I'm not very good. Like, I'm not the best at rhythm games or Tetris. I'm just, like...
really good.
I'm, like, above average. So, like, my
Quite a
friends
bit above
who
average.
are average will see that I'm, like, that I'm above average and will not want to play with me. And so I just can't play those games with people, and it sucks. And I can't find someone who's just in the right level.
See, this is why you make Smurf accounts. You know? so you can play with those friends who aren't as good as you, and they don't have to feel bad.
Well, I mean, all the games I play don't have, like,
Yeah, but
online
you
stuff.
know, like, what if you just like made it seem like you were a little worse? Then maybe I'd play a rhythm game with you. But you just, I'm out 30 seconds in, and then you're still going for like 3 minutes. You could like, you could after I fail, you could be like, all right, we'll find a new song. But you don't do that.
I want to finish the goddamn song.
Yeah, but I was out in 10 seconds, man. Like,
Well, get good. That's not my fault. Brad, I'm really not. Maybe I'm might be really good, but I'm not fantastic. I'm no Dominic. Like, watching Dom play DDR, it just blows my mind.
Is insane. The man is way too good at DDR. Like, I've never seen any.
It's nuts.
He is that, like, what's that movie? Video Game High School, where like he would be in Video Game High School on the DDR team.
Okay, that's a show. It's not a movie.
Yeah. Yes. Well, they did a movie after.
They did not do a movie. It's just like one series of.
I
multiple
watched
seasons.
it like a movie.
Oh, okay.
But the first season was only a couple hours.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, just because you binge it doesn't mean it's a movie. Anyway, yeah, no, he would be on the DDR team. Definitely, I agree, because he's nuts. But yeah, the new Fall Out Boy Beat Saber pack, and I played it, and it might be my favorite pack as far as Beat Saber goes, because it's fucking Like it killed me. I played it right before I came here, and my arms were fucking spaghetti.
Spaghetti arms, noodle arms, yeah. Happens.
Yeah. It just, but like it's so. Maybe it's just because I really like the songs. I'm a huge Fall Out Boy fan. Saw them in concert twice, but yeah. So I
both
just
times. I think Fall Out Boy's bad.
Well, I think you're bad. So
At rhythm games, I agree.
yeah, no, definitely.
Yep.
Definitely bad at rhythm games. No, you beat me at Tetris too, and I don't see why you think I'm good at Tetris.
No, I just I started the meme and then that incident with Dominic where he schooled you immediately after, and now it's like now you're the best at Tetris, and you'll always be the best at Tetris. I don't even believe that Dom could have schooled you. I think you let him win.
No, I didn't. Look,
so humble.
okay, yeah, no.
Nicholas Fish, the most humble person known to man.
Let's see. Brad asks what songs are in the pack. Let's see. I think there's My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. Fucking Dance Dance. This Ain't a Scene. It's an arms race. Fucking I Don't Care. There's just a
Yeah, I agree. I also don't care.
okay. And then I want to figure. Do you have anything else to add?
No, but I am excited for the next. I'm seeing your list.
Yeah, I got one more game that I've been playing that I want to sing its praises.
I love
praises
this game.
about. It's called For the King, and I played it for the first time last night, and I played it till 3 a.m., and it is phenomenal.
It truly is a really good game.
It reminds me a lot of Dokapon Kingdom.
Okay if you were on a team.
Yes. Although I feel like Dokapon kind of, but
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to team up versus Bryce because he looks up guides on the internet after.
yeah, that's one thing that was really nice. Was like Bryce had never played it before.
Yeah, and then he we paused, and we all went home and
Yeah.
lived life, but
He just stays in the game.
he just stays in the game and watches YouTube videos on how to counter us.
But yeah, no, it's a like 3-player, exclusively 3 or less player RPG game where you're just working together to complete quests, defeat monsters, and just like the camaraderie and randomness of it is just like it's like D&D esque, and it's very, very cool. Definitely worth the $20. And
Yeah, I think I got it on a Steam sale. I think I paid like $7 for it.
wait till the Steam sale for like anything.
Yeah,
on Steam.
I mean, there's websites you can go, or at least there used to be. Valve kind of shut those down by removing gift codes, changing the way gift codes work. But yeah, no, I think I paid like $7 for it, and truly like one of the best $7 games I've bought.
Yeah,
sure.
no, I can agree with that. I definitely feel like I wouldn't play it unless my friends were playing it. Like,
Yeah,
I
no, I would not play it alone.
But like, definitely a great 3-player game because there's not a whole lot of those.
I will say I have played it alone. The AI kind of ruins the game.
I mean, that's kind of true with most things.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I didn't really care much for it, but so I think that there's the AI setting, and then there's also you can just control all the pieces.
That just seems
That's
like
like
a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah. Whereas like if everyone has their own thing, it's kind of like
You're working
Mario
together,
Party in a way.
yelling at each other to be, especially when like one person's making dumb choices. And
Oh,
you're
that
like,
was one
please,
thing, is-
please, God, just do the thing.
Oh, that was one thing I loved, was making dumb choices, and Nicole being like, "Yeah, no, that's why do you keep using that bow that will break if you fail once?"
Oh, well, because that bow that will break that if you fail once is really strong.
Right? Yeah, that's what I did. And I attacked like 20 people and got them every time. And then it broke one time, and I was
Well,
really
it can
disappointed.
only really break the one time. 'Cause it's
Well,
gone.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure, but like, it
No,
failed one time.
I really do like For the King, though. I think it's a phenomenal game.
Strong recommendation. I give it 2 thumbs up, like Siskel and Ebert. Right?
I'll give you, yeah,
Yeah, 2 thumbs up.
two of them. One, two.
Two thumbs up.
That's two.
Welcome to Math Time with Nikki Fish and Zachy Zach. Nick is very
So-
humble. Just ask him.
I mean,
I mean,
that's most of what we've.
yeah,
been
I'm the
playing.
most humblest person I know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm, like, no one can top me in being humble.
Okay, I think Crock'Mole has definitely got to be Cole because he was talking about you
Yeah,
being the
yeah.
best for the king. Yeah.
Yeah, he
he's-
also said Little Richard remind you of anything. That
I don't
played
know
with
what
Cole. That was my character name in For the King.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just solved it. He's got Croc something was his username one time in Call of Duty, I think.
Well, fair enough. Oh, you know what? I just realized we forgot to thank our sponsors at the top of the episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's true. Yeah.
yeah.
You know
So,
what? Tell everyone about our wonderful sponsors.
well, I mean, we got Crazy Quarters Arcade here in Bay City. That's actually where we just came from. They are truly phenomenal and one of the best arcades around. There's One Up Games and Repairs in Bay City and Saginaw. There's Bandit Fox Studios, who do their
They do the magic cards.
they do the magic cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do proxies, which are it's pretty neat. There's
don't-
also Flappy's Bakehouse, who provides excellent quality shirts.
I want to sing Flappy's Bakehouse's praises. My dog, I was gifted. You know, obviously they became a sponsor of our show, and they,
Yep.
you know, then I was gifted some, you know, to take home and try giving to my dog.
Mhm.
And my dog, I had them sitting on a couch. They are sealed in a plastic bag. There is no way her sniffer, however strong it may be, could have known that it was in there. But she knew. She knew, and she just destroyed the bag to get to it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she like right in front of me. Usually, like, you know, if she's gonna do like bad behavior, she'll like try and sneak it. No, she couldn't resist. She couldn't resist. She literally walked up in front of me. It's sitting on the couch next to me, and she picks it up with her mouth, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give you some. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
So-
I think I've been there where like you're so ravenous, you're just like, I want to eat that so bad that you just like you don't care what's in the way.
yeah. And in this case, it was her father, me.
Yeah.
She's my dog tur.
Oh. Boo.
Oh, come on, it's dog tur. She's, you know, like a daughter, but she's a dog.
Look, like as someone who gets away with the worst puns, that's one of the worst puns I've ever heard.
I will say I did steal that pun.
Oh, okay. That's
So it's a stolen bad pun. It's not
so
only
that's
is it
even worse.
Yeah, not only is it a bad pun, but it's also a stolen bad pun.
It's just
It's like,
like the next step below like a bad pun. is
yeah, well,
a stolen.
so there's the bad pun, and then there's like literally like puns so bad that you need to explain them, which is I feel like what we just had there.
Yeah.
And then below that would be a stolen pun so bad that you needed to you felt the need to
I
explain. it.
usually live quietly in the like puns you gotta explain, mainly because I reference just the most obscure things.
That is true. That is very true.
But that's, you know, it's fucking funny, at least to me. I've said this before. I'll say it again. Every joke I make is for myself. If it makes me laugh, that's a good joke. And usually, like, there's been times where I've just died laughing.
Oh my
off
God,
of
I can-
something that I've said.
I can.
Last time
On D&D.
on D&D.
Yeah. So my players. So Nick is in. Nick. You
I
guys.
just remembered.
You guys obviously know this. You know, we give D&D updates every week. So last time on D&D.
Oh, hold on, gotta prep the. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to just
suppose we'll
recap
just go
the
right
whole-
into this.
Yeah, let's just recap from the start. D&D update. Sorry, it just naturally went
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it just kind of went right there. So yeah.
So D&D update.
Yeah.
But why
So-
don't you start us off, DM?
So yeah, my players have been hot on the quest for dragon cultists inside the city of Waterdeep. Now the strangest thing about that is that there are no dragons within the city of Waterdeep. There's actually a magical barrier, and they can't get in, which is so it makes you it's kind of a puzzler, right? Like how are they getting these dragon? How are they
Things.
getting dragon things in at all?
Yeah.
But they're flourishing, and they're growing, and my players have to investigate. There's a dragon knocking on the doors of Waterdeep, trying to get in, and so they meet with this dragon. The dragon is kind enough to explain the situation, that it is in need of help, and it understands that, like, on its own, cannot achieve this.
Right.
So it says, hey, these guys stole my child, my egg. It is gone. And they were sent on a mission to solve this before the dragon makes a muck of the whatever it can.
I remember this.
And yeah, we went over this last week, but
Yeah.
So no, so as this is, they're going through meeting with their sources. One of my players, Valentine, is one of the PCs is named Valentine. They are a rogue. They have secret contacts within the city.
Like rogues do.
Like rogues do. Obviously, you would have someone to fence your stolen goods.
Yes.
And so she goes to meet with her fence, and
so here I'll explain the pun.
Sure.
So she goes to meet with her fence, her person to fence stolen goods, and so Zach describes this tent town, and he walks past tents of all shapes, colors, and sizes, just various, just everywhere. So he's walking past these tents and finds this big purple one, and then Zach says, yeah, and so you walk in, and I say, he walked in, it's because it's past tents, and I got
he
nothing.
was hysterical.
I got dead silence from it.
No one even caught it because I was speaking quickly to try and like hurry along because
No,
my
there was a
rogue
lull.
is.
There was a lull. I said I said it pretty quickly, but like there was I got nothing.
JD Blackwell would like to know how Store Stories is going to work. Obviously, we're going to, like every week, we're going to tell stories
About the store.
about the store where we work. It's pretty simple.
I don't think it's too complicated.
Yeah, it's a staple of our show.
Yeah. I mean, everyone comes for the store stories.
Yeah,
But right now we're talking D&D.
this is D&D.
So yeah, I got nothing out of anyone, and like, so the pun wasn't even that good. Like it's a bottom of their barrel pun.
Can I say it didn't even register to me? Like. You said it and you were like, it could only be past tense.
Well, no, there was like a solid couple beats. Let me say, there was a solid couple beats where I just got nothing out of anyone. Like not even like a good pun or like oh anything. It was just silence, and that fucking killed me. And so for like the next 5,
this is a regular segment. Todd, this is a regular segment.
For the next 5 minutes, I was just dying laughing. It fucking, just nonstop. Real question is, I have smelled mothballs. It's really hard getting their legs open though.
I can't say that I've ever experimented with a moth's balls.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of creatures' balls, but never moths.
Weird. Huh. I've tried tennis balls. You ever seen a tennis? That's fucking. It's a racket.
I hate you. I hate you so much. I don't think I've ever just experienced this much disdain ever in my life until now, this moment.
And that's why this podcast is ending after episode 11. Just because of my terrible punnage. It really punishes you.
So, yeah, they ended up. They found a contact. They set up a meeting with the dragon cultists, and they're we'll find out next week what's going on with that. How these dragon cultists are even in the city, what they're doing, what they want, how they're smuggling an egg into the city. All these things we'll find out next week, maybe.
I'm really excited to find out. As my character. I'm not a character. I totally know. I know everything.
No, you don't.
Okay, well. On that note, we can now switch over to our next segment. If you like to munch or to crunch it.
Andy says the audio output is really low. He's got his volume cranked up all the way.
Fat dudes.
Yeah.
feel like the munch and the crunching, like eating out a bunch for your gastro servitude. Sit back for the feud with gentlemen so crude. Is fat dude's face fucking food?
Ah, love that. So good.
It's really quality. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
You know, I can start this one. So today I had a pizza from G's. Now I think G's is the best pizza in the city. I think it's the best pizza around. It's the best pizza in town. It's the best pizza. You know, it's really good.
Best pizza abound.
Yeah, sure. Now, one of my favorite toppings on pizza, and I feel like this is the most underrated topping, period, is chicken.
I don't know if it's underrated. It is slept on. I will give you that much. But like, I think pineapple is probably the most underrated because people actively hate pineapple.
I don't agree with that because here's the thing, right? So pineapple is either very highly rated or very low, right? It's not, but there is a lot of people in the pineapple camp where I feel like, you know, chicken doesn't get the buzz that it deserves, right? Chicken is truly an amazing topping on your pizza. The thing about chicken is it's so versatile, right? So like, I mean, you can have chicken with just about anything. You could have chicken spaghetti if you wanted to. I mean, I'd probably stick with hamburger, but you're
just talking about the meat, or are you talking about on a pizza?
Chicken in general, right? Okay. But then, so you put it on a pizza, and it, you know, it does this chicken thing where it accentuates every meat pizza. Let's not bring this up.
Oh, it's so good.
Matthew says Alfredo chicken and green pepper pizza for the win. I agree with you. I don't think you need the Alfredo sauce. I think that pizza sounds good even with just
no sauce.
Well, no, you need sauce. It's not pizza otherwise.
That's true. Yeah, no, sauce is one of the most important ingredients.
Lots of penises. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I mean, we did. Yeah, it's fine. It's 1 hour past share o'clock. So, I mean,
it's actually, well, we started at half an hour past share.
Yeah,
we started at share 30.
But,
right,
yeah,
you're not that late.
You're not too late, Liam. You feel free to share. And
definitely share. We are a team. We all need to share.
Yep. And, be sure to help our lovely sponsors and sponsor them with your money.
But anyways, yeah, chicken, it goes on pizza. It just flat out, it does. And I think if you haven't tried, just like whatever your normal go-to pizza is, just try putting chicken on it. I promise you won't. It'll be better. It'll take that great pizza that you love, and it'll just take it. If it's here, right? It'll go. Whoop, and it'll just level it up. You'll hear a little ding, and that's how you know you leveled up your pizza game.
Yeah. No. I think you might need to get that checked out. But definitely, yeah. No, chicken. Well, I personally feel like a lot of people hate on pineapple. Like, more people hate on pineapple than like pineapple. So I still think pineapple's the most underrated. But chicken is the most slept on. I will give you that. So for some...
hold on. Production, can we turn the... Hold on, guys. Production is doing a thing. I need it turned a little bit so I can actually see chat. I can't see chat.
Oh, this?
Yeah, I can't read chat. There's a...
Oh, fuck my ass.
Gotta love our interns.
Oh, God. Everything's fucked.
This is great.
Can you read it now?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
Okay, this is all fucked up.
All right. Thank you so much, production.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, interns.
This is why we don't pay them.
Yep. Well, that and because we're poor.
Okay.
So now, in terms of like things that we've actually eaten last week, I have a story for something that I ate last week, and that was the garlic parmesan fries and I think it's the barbecue bacon Buford from Rally's. So I was staying up late with my dad drinking like I usually do. It's a thing that everyone does, right? So I was like, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'm gonna go get this barbecue bacon Buford and and the Parmesan fries because I'm friggin' starving. And it was like $10, which is a million times more than I'm willing to spend for dinner because I'm a cheapskate. But The barbecue bacon Buford was odd. Cause it's just a Buford. It's a big Buford. But instead of like any sauce, it's just barbecue sauce. And so like I feel like it worked, but I feel like you gotta make some changes about the sandwich if you're gonna add barbecue sauce. Like you gotta throw some onions on there or like jalapenos or fucking something. Cause without it like you're just putting barbecue sauce on a burger, and that just it wasn't bad. It just felt mishandled, I guess. And then the main thing I wanted to talk about was the garlic parmesan fries, because I love garlic. Mm-hmm. I'm a garlic fiend. You know those jars of garlic that you fucking buy at the grocery store?
Yeah.
I could probably eat a whole one of those. Yesterday I just ate a full
You know what?
spoonful.
I don't think you could. I think this is another onion scenario where you could totally take a bite out of an onion, but the second you try to eat that whole onion, you go straight to pain.
I disagree. I think, especially the jarred garlic, it's a lot less harsh. Anyway, this garlic parmesan monstrosity was just, it was too garlicky for me. And that fucking, I just didn't, like, I finished it because it was garlic and it was parmesan and it was fries and it was fucking delicious. But, like, at the end, I was like, fuck, garlic. It's too much. It's too much garlic. And also, I was kind of sick afterwards, and I don't know if that was because of the alcohol or because it was fucking Rallies. I always feel like shot after eating Rallies. Just fucked a fat chicken.
I agree with you. I think Rallies sucks.
Yeah. This was my first time eating Rallies in like maybe a year, maybe multiple years. It's been a minute since I've had Rallies.
I don't think I've had Rallies since our former manager forced me into getting Rallies for lunch one time.
Oh, he loved Rallies.
He did. He would always say, "You guys want to get Ral Dogs? How are we thinking about Ral Dogs?"
Yeah, he did say that
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone would be like, "No, I fucking hate Rallies. What are you? Why? It's not even cheap. It's not even cheap food." And that's the thing that gets me, is like it's not
cheap and it's not good. It all tastes the same too.
Right. Taco Bell gets my strong recommendation because it's cheap, it's good most of the time. I've had some bad Taco Bell. I think we've all had some bad Taco Bell.
I think the Taco Bell across from One Up Games where we work is probably my lowest tier Taco Bell around.
Yeah, that Taco Bell is the Wendy's of Taco Bell. Because have you guys ever gone to Wendy's and had your order right? Like, every time I go to Wendy's, they forget either the sauce, or they get me a different size drink, or like, they'll just forget a burger.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, 100%.
Love Wendy's, by the way. But just every time I go there, it's like, I'm still gonna eat this because it's fucking delicious, but, like, I wanted my sauce.
Ian says the production crew may disagree about Rallies. That's the good thing about them being on the other side of this camera. They can't say anything about it, and they're unpaid. You know, what can I say? Maybe if they had better opinions, they'd be paid.
Yeah. Oh shit. Rallies is just grease with food mixed in.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Rallies not great.
Yeah.
JD said, I always feel like shit after, I'm assuming that's shit, after eating Rallies. Like, I just fucked a fat chick at the bar as the last resort, and now I'm trying to plan a non-awkward escape.
Yeah.
You know, Rallies is the non-awkward escape. It's like, oh man, I love Rallies. And then they say, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's a giant red flag.
Yeah. Everyone's red flag is they like Rallies. Like they're preferred. You know, like their number one suggestion, Rallies. Who does that?
Yeah, like fucking. Oh man, S tier food ranking, Rallies.
No one says no one.
I would take Checkers over Rallies, mainly because you have to fucking go a million miles out of your way to get it.
Wendy's and Rallies, baby birth and placenta of grease.
Wendy's and Rallies had a baby birth and placenta of grease, and it's fucking retarded now. Shit's not cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know if we can.
I'm quoting.
It's 2020. I don't know.
It's 2022.
Oh, it is. Well, it is 2020 as well. Yeah, you are right.
All right. Well, what, you got anything else on Fat Dude's face fucking food?
Yeah. We tried that Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot just before the show with production.
Oh yeah, if only we would have done that on the podcast. That would have been.
That would have been the smart play for sure. But I liked it. I really did like it.
I also liked it.
It was literally Mountain Dew with spice. Like it was like spicy. After you enjoyed a nice sip of Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say about the flaming hot stuff that they've been coming out with is like, I always like it's so weird to me because it's like they have the flaming hot Doritos Cool Ranch, and it just tastes like Cool Ranch with flaming, or it just tastes like spicy Cool Ranch. Mm-hmm. And then the flaming hot Mountain Dew just tastes like Mountain Dew but spicy. But to me, I feel like the flaming hot is like
a flavor in
it's a flavor in and of itself. Like flaming hot Cheetos is that's the flavor. Like they have flaming hot mac and Cheetos, right? And those, I mean, kinda taste like flaming hot Cheetos. And so it's just, I don't know. I feel like I would have liked all those things more if they had that flaming hot Cheetos flavor. Well, except for the Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew was pretty good.
Mountain Dew was good.
Yeah, no,
I expected it to taste.
It just
like
feels like
gross
false
cheese.
advertising.
I expected it to be like Mountain Dew, like the bad Mountain Dew flavors where they just like take Mountain Dew and add cheese. You know.
I don't recall them ever coming out.
Well,
with that.
no, that's what I was expecting.
Oh, okay.
Like a Cheeto, right? Like they just like crunched up a Cheeto and stirred it into the Mountain Dew, and that was it.
That's kind of what I was hoping for. And I think that's what a lot of people were hoping for. But like,
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Same. I would have tried it. I'll try anything once.
Yeah, I mean, I always try every Mountain Dew flavor, and I'm always disappointed. And I'm just like, I wish they'd just bring back Pitch Black again. I think that was.
I wish they bring back Pitch Black too. It adds a pinch of sour, and it's amazing. We can fire you.
we can fire you.
Yeah.
Production if you don't keep quiet.
All
Over there. Mountain Dew and cheese is not a good combo.
I feel like Mountain Dew and Doritos is a combo for a reason.
Yeah, Mountain Dew and Doritos is a combo for a reason. Also, Mountain Dew, a glass of Mountain Dew with your pizza. There's cheese on your pizza, but you still get Mountain Dew with the.
Yeah, I mean, as I've gotten older, I've stopped liking Mountain Dew as much. But I think that's just me. I like the variants of Mountain Dew a million times better than just standard Mountain Dew. Like Mountain Dew Revolution, the one that got away. Favorite Mountain Dew flavor. Just all time. Should have won Democracy, but then, oh, look at me, I'm fucking Voltage, and everyone likes me and confuses me with Revolution. And that's what split the vote. It's exactly what happened in the fucking 2016 election. Bullshit.
You're saying people got confused in the 2016 election?
I think so, yeah.
They were just lost.
I think we were all lost. Anyway, let's not talk about politics. But like, they split the vote and it fucked everything up, and it got me real mad because Revolution should have won. I mean,
I think Pitch Black won, didn't they?
No, that was a different Democracy that happened more recently. That was like a one for Pitch Black or Baja Blast, which was stupid because you couldn't get Pitch Black anywhere, but you could get Baja Blast at Taco Bell.
So obviously you just pick Pitch Black.
Exactly, because you could still get Baja Blast at Taco Bell.
Yeah, you get the best both.
And that's what happened. And it was like, why even make a vote about this? This is stupid. Okay. I think with that, we can move on to our...
Wait.
Oh, hold on. We got to wait for...
Intern's got something.
Yeah,
wait for
hold
the
on.
intern.
Our intern is...
So cold.
Come on, production.
Gotta
We're trying to switch up the topics here.
Not...
Oh my god.
Is this classic
It's a
Pitch Black?
treasure. It's a treasure. Thank you so much, production. You know what?
I don't-
Production gets a raise.
1,000,000% raise, and 1,000,000 times 0 is still 0.
Yeah.
What did production hand you?
Thank you so much, production. They've given us Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
This is the
So-
classic Mountain Dew logo. This
This is
like
old.
it's not MTN Dew. It's
Yeah.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black.
Yeah, this is.
I'm looking for a year on this
You know, why don't you keep looking while we switch over
to our next segment.
to our next
Store-
segment?
Store stories. Yeah.
Store stories. Okay.
Sorry. Working.
Do you want to take
You know, I started last time. You can.
Oh,
you can
sure,
go first.
sure, yeah. So this is an oldie, but a goodie. Well, it's an oldie where I come from. So I haven't told this story on the podcast, but you know, it's definitely one of my most. I feel like cherished is the wrong word for this store story, but it was from my baby period at 1UP Games. It was friggin' right when I started, maybe first month. I had this guy call up, and he was like, "Hey, I got like Splatoon 2 had just come out." And he's like, "I got Splatoon 2. You buying games?" And it's like, "Yeah, no, we're buying games." It was during a weird period in time where we were very low on money, so at certain times we couldn't fucking do cash. We could only do store credit. And so like he was like, "All right, cool," and then hung up. And so like I was like, "Okay, well, I didn't have time to tell him we can't do cash right now," which is no longer a thing that unless we're in really dire straits. But like,
I've been there for almost a year. It's never happened to me. So
yeah. So this was like 3 years ago.
We do bank runs now.
So then the guy, he comes in later and he's like, "Yeah, I called about the Splatoon 2." And I was like, "Okay, cool. Yeah, so..." I had just started. And so I was like, "Yeah, cool. So, yeah, I can't do cash right now. I can only do store credit." And he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that on the phone?" And he grabs his game and he walks out the door. And as he's walking out, he's like, stupid fucking N-word. And it's like, I'm the whitest guy ever. Feel free to use any white slur against me, but like, that doesn't even, like, it's not even me. And so I feel like, guys just,
well, it's just, you know, some people are, you know,
it just, I feel like the guy was very confused and really upset and also racist.
He's probably pretty lost.
Let me just say, we here at the Nikki Fish and Zach podcast completely not
we
condone.
denounce racism.
Yes.
Openly. Yeah.
Racism is bad.
You know, I'm
and
gonna
I
take
feel
the
like,
hot take and say we don't like racism here.
yeah, no, that's why the story is just it makes me laugh because it's just like he used a racist slur, but
I think everyone he doesn't like is just that slur to him.
I guess that's
You
fair.
know,
Well, I mean, it's not fair. That's racism. But like,
Yes.
it's just like.
Well, like, there's-
you're right.
there's-
I'm the whitest
there's
white. I
better
work in a
words.
game store.
There's
I'm
better
so
words.
white.
I just feel like, you know, you know, you could find a just better word, more insulting word.
Yeah, like, call me fucking Four Eyes. Call me.
Call me. I don't think that
don't-
there's a word that could offend. That could.
Yeah.
that
Okay.
could-
Let's not.
Anyways.
Yeah. But
Yeah. So I.
like I'm white.
That reminds me of a story that happened a while ago that I also haven't told.
Okay. Wow. I thought we told him. Okay. Just keeping the good ones until episode 11 of season 7 of the Nikki Fish Zach podcast.
But now I've lost it. So I'm
Sorry.
gonna do a different one because you
Okay.
totally distracted me.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
completely your fault,
Okay.
and that's okay. It'll show up.
We'll cut it out.
So, my former manager, our former manager, left to pursue his passion.
Yeah, I mean, good for him.
Good for him. Absolutely. I'm really happy for him. But we now have a new manager.
Yes, yes, we do.
And with a new position, there's a lot of learning curves. And one of those happened recently.
Very steep learning.
There's a lot to learn, to be fair.
Yeah.
And you know, mistakes obviously happen, and one of those was, so I am, you know, at one up, chilling, doing my thing, right?
Like I'm
and
doing.
you know, cleaning a console, getting things ready, and someone walks in, and you know, he looks like he's he's currently working, and you know that happens. Usually it's someone who needs their phone fixed.
Yeah.
And so he comes in, and I'm assuming he just wants his phone fixed. And he comes up and he says, "Hey, I have a shipping manifest for you." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" That's okay. What do you got? And he goes, "Yeah, I wasn't sure where to park. I'm in a semi." And I'm like, "What? You're in a semi? Like, did they?" And so in my head, I'm like, "Did they deliver the new pinball machine to the wrong address?" Because we were expecting.
Oh, the Godzilla pinball machine that's now available at Saginaw One Up Games. and
exactly that one. I thought maybe
On
they
State
came to
Street?
the wrong place.
Repaired in Saginaw, right next to the Kroger in the Green Acres Plaza.
Yeah, that exact place.
Oh,
So I was thinking, like, you know, oh, maybe they delivered that to the wrong place. And I'm like, you know, no, that's, you know, so I'm getting ready to tell this guy, like, "Hey, you got the wrong One Up Games. You typed it into your GPS wrong. I understand. Here's the actual place." And he goes, "No, I got a pallet in the semi full of paper."
A POP.
Paper, yeah, a pallet of paper, exactly, POP. And I'm like,
Pop goes the paper.
"Hold on, you have what?" And he goes, "Yeah, I've got a pallet of paper." And I'm like, "So you guys just put like one box of paper on it? That's weird, but okay, sure. Yeah, if you want to just pull around back." And he's like, "No, I think you should look at the shipping manifest." And I look at it, and it says 306 pounds of paper on this pallet is 306 pounds. And so I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I'm like, well, I can't imagine how long it would take us to use that much paper. And he's like, "Well, why don't you just come out and look at it?" So I'm like, all right, sure. So he walks me out the front door to his very large semi truck, and he opens it up, and it is empty, apart from one pallet. One pallet. Just with 6 cases of paper. And I'm like, hold on, let me call my boss. So I call up Justin, and I'm like, "Hey, there's a pallet of paper. What do I do?" And he's like, "Why did they send one box of paper on a pallet? That's weird." And I'm like, No, see, that's what no. Did we get a contract with Dunder Mifflin? Like, how does this? We have 6 cases of paper. It's 306 pounds. And he goes, "Oh, you didn't take it off the truck. You didn't let him take it off the truck, did you?" And I was like, No. He came here without a forklift, and and there's also no ramp on the semi. I don't know what their plan was. Like, they're just like, "Take it to receiving. They'll know what to do with it," or something. But no. So I'm like, "Yeah, no." So Justin just says, "All right, we'll just refuse it then. Just refuse it. They'll take it back. We'll get our money back. It's fine." So that's what I ended up doing, and everything worked out. You know, no harm, no foul, but it certainly was an eventful day, because the entire day I'm just sitting there like, that was so much paper. And so apparently it took us 3 years to use one box.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And that was with you printing out like all of those maps.
I did used to print out maps at 1UP Games.
And these, you might be thinking, oh, just like, little maps. No. No.
I go hard.
Oh, you sweet summer child. No. This was like, one of them was like an 8-foot by 8-foot map.
I think so. I don't remember the exact.
It might have been 10 foot by 10. It was an enormous.
Yeah, like it was. It took up 2 of Rice's tables. It was bigger than both of Jonathan's tables.
Enormous. Absolutely enormous.
Yeah, it's huge.
The shipping only lets you select that much. Holy cow. Who is ordering that much paper?
Someone.
Yeah, no, it was certainly funny, and I think it'll be a meme for a little while, and then it'll kind of die down.
I think it's gonna never not be a meme. Kind of
That's
like
true. Like Jonathan with I care about myself more than you care about yourself. Exactly like that.
Yeah, that classic store story that we've already talked about.
Yeah, we've already talked about it, so there's no point in bringing it up now.
Or like our old manager's old sayings where he was like, "Oh man, I'm sweating harder than a whore in church," but then he keeps using it for everything. He's like, "Oh man, that." He was like, "Oh man, that's the till's got more money than a whore in church."
Oh man, that trade-in was bigger than a whore in church, and it just doesn't make any sense anymore. You can't just use the same phrase for everything. But
I love that, and I'll never stop using that. I'll just be like, "Oh man, we've been busier than a whore in church. Oh, we got more paper than a whore in church."
More paper.
All right, good night. Good night, Liam.
We love you, Liam.
It's all in good fun. My dad likes saying it's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a Markism.
I could see that, yeah. Pop was it.
It's also it's hotter than a witch's tit in a brass bra. It's just
It's just whatever temperature it is.
in a
Cole.
witch's tit in a brass bra.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a hot take.
Yeah. You do?
I have a hot take on a certain someone who's been frequently talked about on the show.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh-oh.
Edith.
Oh. What?
My hot take is
I'm scared.
she's truly not that bad. She's truly like
Maybe it's because you haven't lived through
I
the
was-
best stories.
hold on. No, I mean I've had some
greatest hits.
decently I've had some hits, Okay. But so the thing is that if you, and this is something that like I've noticed, if you give them the attention, right, and you say like, hey, like you try to refocus, right?
Okay.
It really helps manage that. And also, hotter take.
Yeah.
And this is something that you kind of made me realize. They're a quality customer.
I mean, so the main
Hold
thing.
Hold on.
Okay, so yeah, that's fair, because like the strange thing about Edith is that she has a good taste in games.
Yeah.
Like, sure, she'll occasionally come in with her $2 DS games and ask us to individually like price out each one, but like occasionally she'll bring in like Shining in the Darkness for the Sega Genesis, or like the Secret of Mana collection for the Nintendo Switch.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. No, I've gotten like she's brought in some like quality games that like I hadn't seen brought in.
Mhm.
And like on top of that, she always gets store credit.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. But also when
There are a lot of negatives, I will concede.
she has some good points. Like she has
I'm just
some
saying
positive.
doesn't there's according to one of our viewers here,
Matt, he said her son literally shit on the floor.
shit on the floor.
On the floor.
Not my floor. I didn't clean it up, so.
Not your son.
Well, just
Oh, she did? Yeah. Oh, she shit on the floor.
oh, I guess. Okay, I mean, I didn't. This was before I was there.
All right. So yeah,
But like she has some like I will give you. She's not terrible. She's loud, obnoxious.
I think my biggest thing is not. It's that like if I don't like when customers interact with other customers. And what I mean by that is like if I'm doing a trade-in and like another customer goes, "Oh man, you got this," I hate that. Because my thing is that like
this is an A/B conversation, so you better see your way out.
Yeah, and then also
D&D
now,
F you up, G.
now they're going to think that that what they have is worth, that Madden 10 is worth way more than it is, and it still isn't. So.
Unless it's, sealed.
Oh my god, story. I sold Madden 17 sealed in box, $70 to a child.
Oh.
You're a horrible person.
You're a
opened
monster.
it on his way out.
Oh, no.
Are
So
you're Satan.
I didn't. So he looked at his grandpa and he was like, "I want this new Madden game."
Oh.
And grandpa goes, "Sure." And okay, so I've tried. At this point, I'm like, "Yeah, but we have like other Maddens," and he's like, "I want this one, grandpa," and I'm like, "Sure." And he goes, "Can I get a receipt in case there's any problems?" And I'm like, yes, you can. And I gave him his receipt, and I watched as he walked out, opening the game, turning it from, and it's for 360. So like, this isn't like anything. It went from $70 to immediately $4. I've never seen a drop that fast.
I have heard a story of a bigger drop faster than that, but like also that one hurts me, and I'm embarrassed. I think for both you and the kid.
I tried. I will say I tried.
Okay.
I tried steering him towards other Maddens. He wanted that Madden.
I guess
I'm not going to say you can't buy a game.
That's fair. One time I did sell a complete in box PS2 to someone who immediately put a drink on the box as they walked around the store.
Sometimes, like, people do things.
Yeah.
And,
sometimes people...
sometimes you let people do things.
I did... This isn't my story, but I have heard of... Like, on that note, I have heard of a bigger drop in price. I don't know... It was just a story I heard as a customer going to 1UP Games, someone who used to work there, or maybe it was back when it was Game On, or back when the store near it was Game On, but not the same location because it completely...
Okay, anyways.
Everyone gets confused about that. Anyway, I remember going in there and like I was with a friend and he was talking up this guy and he was like, yeah, one time this lady came in with a sealed Chrono Trigger and wanted us to check the battery.
No.
Look, I don't know if this is real or not. It's just a story I heard.
No.
And so
No,
they were like,
they didn't.
oh, okay. They're like, this is gonna drastically decrease the price.
They came in with this game.
Not exactly. This isn't sealed, but
What
they did
sealed?
They did come in with that game.
They left with that game.
Yeah, it was sealed. Those batteries don't really like fail that hard if they're sealed. But like, and they were like, this is gonna drop the price like quite a bit. And she's like, nah, just do it. And they're like, okay. And so they opened the game. The battery was fine, and gave it back to her. And she left.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, that I don't know if that's real or not. It's just a story I heard, and your story reminded me of that story.
Yeah.
And also, that breaks my heart. It broke my heart at the time, still breaks my heart that like you know enough about games to know it's an expensive game and batteries can go bad, but you don't realize that a sealed game is gonna, especially one that's Chrono Trigger, is gonna like drop it huge.
Yeah.
Drop
absolutely.
it very bigly.
So,
Jeez.
I did the, but yeah, no,
Sold Madden.
I tried.
That's
I tried, Nicholas.
at least you tried.
I did. And you know, the thing is that while I was trying, I knew in the back of my head, this is a sealed copy of Madden. How many people want a sealed copy of Madden?
That's a fair point. That's a very fair point. 'Cause
So
it's Madden.
it's Madden.
It's Madden.
So I was like, how many people actually like?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So-
That. Well, that hurts. But on that note, let's move on to our next segment, which is our rank it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like we got a really interesting one this week. Okay, so for our rank it this week, we are doing top 3 favorite RPGs. I'll let you start this one off, Zach. 'Cause
Okay.
I started off the last one.
So we're gonna start off at 3. Chat, if you guys want to
Sound off in chat
sound off with
with your third pick.
third picks. Mine, and I feel like I gave this. It's just the de facto, like. I feel like it needed to be on someone's list because
It wasn't gonna be on mine.
that's fair. My third pick is Skyrim.
The Elder
And-
Scrolls V Skyrim.
Yes. Now here's the thing, right? I am mainly on PC, so I've got a lot of hours in Skyrim.
Uh-huh.
Almost none of them are vanilla Skyrim.
Well, I mean that's the whole point of playing games on PC is that you can mod them.
Yeah, and so I think I might actually have more hours modding Skyrim than I do actually playing Skyrim.
Just trying to get it to fucking
yes,
work.
yes, absolutely, because it never does. It
Yeah,
never does.
of course. It's fucking mods.
But eventually you get it to a stable enough point that you're willing to deal with the crashing, and you play it. And I've had so much fun in Skyrim doing random quests. I feel like it really Skyrim really was the taking off point for a lot of modern RPGs, especially open world ones. So
I guess that's fair. It was, well, I mean,
I feel like
it's
Skyrim
definitely-
kind of came out and said, "Hey, here's the formula."
it brought it to the mainstream because you did have the other Elder Scrolls games before
Yeah.
that. You had Oblivion, which some people might like better than Skyrim. I don't
Certainly.
know, but like you've had previous ones, but definitely it was the most popular, and it's the thing people have been ripping off for a while. I will say that's fair. So on that note, I can switch over to mine, which is definitely a lot more obscure.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's a little PC game called Ultima. Ultima 1 specifically, because it's the only one I've ever beaten. It's insane. It's from like the 70s. The only way you really can play it now is like on DOSBox or there's like collections they have of it. But I strongly recommend anyone play this game because it's fucking wild. You start out in a medieval fantasy land. You're just a guy who later becomes the Avatar. Never mind. But like as this one, you're just a guy.
Like the last Airbender.
Yeah. I never mind. Don't worry about it. You're a guy in a medieval fantasy land. You're buying swords and fucking shields, and then eventually, you pick up like a laser gun, and you pick up a fucking triangle. You pick up fucking these insane weapons, and you're
Like the instrument, a triangle?
it just says a triangle, man. But like you're picking
trying
up
to
this
figure
crazy
out.
future weapons, and you can buy like fucking land speeders like from Star Wars,
Oh, that's so sick.
and you can just ride around on your fucking land speeder shooting at like dragon turtles. It's like an action RPG too, like a little bit, because it's fucking 1970, and so like you don't go into like a separate subscreen. You're just attacking on the main screen, and then eventually you have to go into outer space, shoot down TIE fighters, and become a space ace. Travel back to Earth, free a princess who's trapped in the dungeon of a castle by the king, to find out where her time machine is, go back in time and kill the big bad. So kind of like Final Fantasy, but I think it came out before the first Final Fantasy. It's fucking nuts. It's amazing. number 3 RPG, and definitely like paved the way for modern JRPGs.
Okay.
And that's why Ultima 1 is my number 3 pick.
Ian says his number 3 is Albert Odyssey: Legend of Eldine.
Isn't that one for like the Dreamcast? Let's see. Looks like someone with looks like Matt. Someone named Matt said number 3 is Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Witcher 3 is really good. It's really good.
I've never played it.
I'd recommend it. Even before the Netflix show where it kind of really took off.
I think it took off with Witcher 3, but okay.
Yeah, no, it really exploded. Like, all right, okay, well, you know,
Let's move on to your
this
number
is
2.
why I hate you.
Okay, well, that's fine. Feel free to hate me, man.
My number 2,
It's a Saturn title. Thank you, Ian. Number 3, Life.
All right, yeah, that's
You definitely play a role. Yeah. Anyway,
my number 2 is Borderlands 2. Now I understand it's not like your typical RPG, right?
yeah.
It's certainly not, but it does have enough RPG elements where I would say it's an RPG game.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely say it's an RPG. It's got numbers, and it's an action RPG. It's a first-person shooting action RPG, and it was definitely like one of the first to kind of do that with like a different not sword and sorcery kind of deal.
I think it was like the first like really mainstream loot shooter too.
Yeah, definitely.
But I really, well, I mean, I guess Borderlands 1 was, but
Yeah. But Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2 is the apex of the series. They've made, 3 games since, and I don't think any of them have lived up to Borderlands 2.
I think they made 4, but one of them wasn't a looter shooter.
Well, Tiny Tina, yeah, but they made,
okay.
They made pre-sequel, Tiny Tina,
Yeah.
and Borderlands 3.
And then they also did Tales from the Borderlands.
Okay, but they didn't do that.
It's in the series.
Doesn't count.
They did. That's a Telltale game.
So it's in the series. But look, Back to the Future, the Telltale game, is in the series of Back to the Future.
Okay,
I'd
but
still
it's-
qualify as a Back to the Future game and one of the best of all time. Sorry.
It's not a board. I guess it has Borderlands in the title, but it's not made by.
I don't think that needs to, because the most recent Halo games aren't made by Bungie.
That's true, but like, it's still the main Halo. It's a mainline Halo game. Okay, what I will say is that it's the best. I'll still say it's the best in the Borderlands franchise.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, that there was another one that you didn't think about.
Marx's number 2 is Golden Sun, and his number 3 is also Skyrim.
I'm not familiar with that game. What's also Skyrim?
Matthew Mays says number 2, Ghost of Tsushima. Okay, yeah.
Ian,
I'm really not a Souls guy.
that's fair.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They came out at the same time, and they were kind of similar, so I just kind of, yeah.
Both Japanese inspired.
Yeah.
Although completely different. You racist.
Well, we do outwardly condone races, so I guess I'll be leaving.
Oh yeah.
we do
Welcome
not.
to the
Yeah,
welcome to the Nikki Fish podcast. Let's see. Ian says number 2, Shining Force. I mean, I personally never played it. I haven't. There's a lot of games I haven't played.
Ian's coming out with games I've never heard of.
Maybe we gotta take some time.
Yeah.
And definitely play games.
Yeah.
My
I'm actually crossing out my number 1.
My number 2 is South Park: The Stick of Truth, which I feel like I'm a funny guy, and so I like funny things. Weird Al, one of my favorite musical artists, although I feel like he's criminally underrated for his musicality. So I really enjoyed the humor, but also just a really fun RPG. I've beaten it multiple times trying to get all the achievements. First time I played it was on a computer that was way underpowered and could not run it. And so, like, I struggled with that game because it has action commands. And so, like, I couldn't hit the action commands just right. But I was so determined that I went through and I beat that game on that underpowered computer. And I loved every second of it because just the humor. It's still got the South Park humor, and it feels so good to play, and it's just a great game. It's dirt cheap. You can go out and pick up Stick of Truth and play it if you haven't played it, because besides it being South Park, it's just a great RPG.
Yeah, I actually...
And what other RPG can you kill a Nazi zombie fetus?
That's, I can't think of many.
That's the only one that I can think of. Anyway, number 1. Oh, hey, let's see.
Liam also digs Shining Force.
Yeah,
according to Ian.
I mean, we'll have to check that one out.
What's up, Stan?
The best podcast. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be sure to give us a share.
That's Stanner.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead with your number 1.
Yeah, coming into my number 1, I actually had to cross out my previous number 1, and it really ruined my whole list. So I was originally putting number 1 at Witcher 3, because I love Witcher 3. So like maybe Skyrim gets bumped out, but my number 1 is Divinity Original Sin 2.
Yes, I know that game.
I know you know the game because we have it at 1UP.
I
It's
play
a limited
video
run
games.
game
I know video games and
for
I
the
play
Switch,
them.
and it is $90, and it stares me into my soul every day I walk in, because I know eventually, if someone doesn't buy it, I'm going to, and it's $90.
Well, it's your number 1 pick.
It is, but I own it on PC.
What do you like so much about it?
It's literally D&D.
Oh, you like D&D?
It's literally D&D in a video game. The storyline is.
Speaking of which, Mark Reichert says his number 1 is D&D.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
So, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, we didn't qualify video game RPGs. I felt like it was implied, but still, solid choice.
Yeah. I mean, mine's kind of a cop out because mine is literally just Dungeons and Dragons, but is a video game. No, I really love it.
Baldur's Gate is D&D, but a video game.
Yeah, but the only Baldur's Gate game out recently is Baldur's Gate 3, but that's not out yet. So, maybe that'll knock Divinity Original Sin 2 off my list, but until it's fully released, I'm not buying it.
Okay.
So
you just like it because it's fucking.
It's D&D. It's got a good storyline. It's interesting. Like everyone has, like, people have magic because of this thing called Source, and the Source thing is like essentially like God-given magic.
Okay.
And the thing about the God-given magic is that, like, when you use it, it creates these like little worm demons that want to eat everything and consume the world.
Those are called penises.
They're called Void, but Mark says, okay, the number 1's Pokemon. Fair enough.
Ian says Sid Meier's Pirates is his number 1. Matt says fucking easy, absolute Fallout New Vegas.
That's really good. Yeah.
I could never get into the Fallout series, but
there's so many good RPGs that making this list is like not simple.
I think mine's pretty, like, as far as my taste and what I like, I feel like this is the essence of what I like.
I will say on the Fallout New Vegas thing, I really liked the other thing that the developers went from that to go do, what was it? You're in space. Outer Worlds. Really loved that game. I think I liked it more than Fallout New Vegas just because Fallout New Vegas came out during that time. It came out during that time where every developer just smeared brown across their color palette before they made the game. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Because everyone did it. It's like during that era of like 360, PS3, where like Call of Duties did it, Fallout did it. Like everything is just like brown scale for no reason at all. Why can't we have pretty colors?
Because grittiness. Movies did the same thing at the same time.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, no. I definitely like more solid colors.
Yeah.
Or like more pretty colors.
Yeah, like
There's definitely been a change to that recently.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like Minecraft did it too, right? When they updated their biomes. Do you remember like original alpha Minecraft? Everything was every green was this bright, vivid, beautiful green.
Yeah.
And then they redid biomes and they completely got rid of that green and everything just became dirt smeared green. And I don't know why.
Well, because it's dirt.
But even the trees were smeared with dirt.
Oh, okay.
Everything got brown. They just made everything dull. We couldn't have happiness in video games for like 3 years.
Well, speaking of happiness in video games, my number one pick is my Chrono Trigger. It's my all-time favorite RPG, and it's a basic choice, and it's a lot of people's favorite RPG. But it's just it's one of the only games that I would spend enough money to get it complete in box on. Like, it's so good.
Can you solo run for a second?
What?
Can you solo run for a second?
Yeah, sure. I can fucking binge
Yeah.
like what I love about Chrono Trigger. I could talk about it nonstop. I could make a whole fucking podcast about it. Yeah, Chrono Trigger. It's just an all-star cast of RPG makers working together and making the best RPG. It's a very short RPG, and so you can get through it in like maybe 1-2 sittings, but if you want to, you can save it. It introduced the New Game Plus feature. Well, at the very least, I believe it did, but it was at least one of the first to introduce New Game Plus. So you could play it over and over, max out your fucking levels, max out all your stats. It's so good. There's no real solid, like, the difficulty curve. There's no spike. It just, like, pretty decent, like, as you play through the story, you just get better, and you just follow that path of, like, there's no point where, like, I gotta stop and grind and get more money and get more stats and everything. The art is incredible, the fucking story is incredible, and no game can even touch how great Chrono Trigger is. At least, can we get the interns on that?
Can we get stream died.
Oh, it's because I was fucking ranting and raving about Chrono Trigger, and everyone just clicked off. They were like, we don't want to hear about Chrono Trigger. We all know this.
We're good.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're good.
Are we good?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back. Okay.
Yeah, everyone was like, we already know how good Chrono Trigger is. They just clicked off. The stream didn't die. They just didn't want to hear how great Chrono Trigger is.
Making people mad. They're taking us down.
They're trying to hide how good Chrono Trigger is.
They can't hide it.
It's just, it's so good. I could.
So, what's the worst RPG was asked right before the stream went down,
Yeah.
I think.
Life.
Fucking hacked.
What's a bad RPG? I mean, I don't know if I've
Yeah.
played a lot of bad.
All right, guys, we're experiencing a bit of technical difficulties, but, just bear with us.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. What would even make a bad RPG? I guess like.
I think D&D can simultaneously be the best and the worst RPG.
Yeah, if we're allowing D&D, then definitely. If you got a bad DM, then you got a fucking bad time.
Or like really toxic player group could also do it.
Yeah. So I think that's a good answer. That definitely everyone can get behind.
Good answer. Thanks, Family Feud team.
Yeah, definitely
Good answer.
Definitely a lot less inflammatory than say Fallout. But yeah, no. I like that because mainly I have a tough time when I didn't have time to prep to come up with an answer for like best or worst.
Yeah. What? Cyberpunk was really bad.
I haven't given Cyberpunk a chance, and that's my thing. Is I always want to give things a chance.
I really try. So I bought it on launch, and it launched terrible.
Well, that was your mistake because you bought it on launch.
That's fair. I haven't given it a chance since, so maybe it's not
We'll
bad
put
now.
the fucking headphones out right now. Yeah.
What?
It's a decent game.
I
You said Cyberpunk sucks, and it's a good game. I didn't say it sucks.
I said it sucks.
I said it's okay.
He literally played the shit out of this
I
game.
did, yeah.
You know,
So I got
chat's
more-
also agreeing. Ethan says Cyberpunk is bad enough that he doesn't like to consider it even an
It is
RPG.
the most disappointing RPG.
Ooh. Speaking of disappointing RPGs, there was what was the space one? Space one that just
Outer Worlds?
No. Outer Worlds was great. No. The one where they were like, oh, it's gonna have multiplayer. It's gonna have this.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Yeah.
They improved that though.
Yeah, but it sucked.
And they improved
It's still also not great.
Look, I
Yes, they
haven't
have.
bought a game at launch since, well, I guess, new
I know-
Pokemon Snap.
I know my least favorite. Every Dark Souls game.
That's not.
That's not an RPG. Well, I guess it's kind of an
also,
RPG.
It's because you suck at video games.
Every Dark Souls game
We're
sucks.
about to
I'm
Fuck it.
I'm good at video games, and I still say Dark Souls. I still don't like Dark Souls, and it's not because I'm not good at it. It's because I don't want to be safe.
You don't want.
I don't want to play
bad at it.
safe. I just don't want to play safe.
Yeah, maybe Production Crew should have their own fucking show.
Yeah, maybe the production crew should have their own show. But meanwhile, this is our show.
Yeah. So
Well, shut the fuck up.
we need to start paying you less.
Sorry, sir.
Well, I think we've talked a long time about RPGs.
Yeah.
I think we can move on to our taste test segment.
Oh, you know, let's try this. You took mine.
Oh,
Are we doing taste test of?
I'm just gonna taste this.
yeah. You
Okay,
guys-
just-
no. That's why I ran to my fucking car.
Oh well, we have.
We
a taste
had a
test.
taste
Fucking-
test.
Yeah, I had the perfect segue. You guys are talking about Mountain Dew. Got fucking 30 bottles of water.
Hey.
They don't know.
Hey, you ruined.
Whatever,
Okay.
30 bottles.
Spoiler!
They can't fucking
Come on,
hear me.
man.
I had the perfect fucking segue for you guys, and you're like, so store stories, yeah.
I thought this would be a good thing. Anyways.
Just drink it on the side,
He's
you know.
just following the thing.
They can't hear me anyway.
Okay.
No.
They
you have-
absolutely can. Okay.
Okay.
All
Oh,
right.
hey, it's Drake. Hi, Drake.
Oh wow, the famous rap artist
So-
Drake.
August 2004.
August 2004.
August
Mountain Dew Pitch
2004,
Black.
Mountain Dew Pitch Black. This is from that.
Yeah, I
rough
know
time
that.
frame,
It
yeah.
says Mountain Dew, not MTN Dew.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Well, this is bonus
Crack it.
taste test.
It did not fizz at all when I opened it.
Yeah, that means it's good.
Yep, smells like Pitch Black.
Oh, it's very flat. It's just flat Pitch Black. I've had this before.
It is. It is just flat. I mean, yeah, Pitch Black's good. It's got.
Yeah, I like it.
It's very grape.
I like it. I just wish it were fizzy still.
Well, you could get like a Soda Stream and just fucking, and then you'd be good.
How rich do you think I am?
Soda Stream's like $30. How poor are you?
When you think I'm made of money, you think I got money coming out of my ass that I could just buy a Soda Stream and not care?
I did.
I got other things to buy.
It's not. Soda Streams aren't expensive.
Yeah.
How expensive do you think a Soda Stream is?
But yeah, I thought it was a couple $100 if I'm honest.
I mean, no.
No, because
The canister's like 50.
I put it in the same category as like most other obscure, like non-necessary home appliances, and they're all just like in my head expensive. Like your ice cream machine.
That was $25.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have entirely in my head construed that like pointless home appliances are just expensive, and that's why no one has them. But it turns out it's just because you don't use it. It's just because they're pointless.
How poor.
All right, we'll do a ranking of fucking home appliances you fucking need, because you need an air fryer, a fucking slow cooker.
I don't have an air fryer. I don't need an air fryer.
Oh,
Dude, they're so good.
So bad.
Yeah, but they're too expensive, right?
They're like $50. You go to you used to work at Ollie's. You could have gotten an air fryer.
I had an air fryer. I gave it away.
Because you gave it away. You should have sold it if it was so fucking expensive.
Yeah, well, you know, I gave it to someone who also couldn't afford it.
Okay, on to the taste test.
Yeah, so this is a site-folded taste test.
Yes. This is our first site-folded taste test. So we have the site folds somewhere. Hold on. Vamp. But we also have 12 bottles of water.
Red is also in chat. So you were right. I did not think Red would be here, but here we are.
Here are the sight folds.
Explain the difference between blindfolds and a sight fold.
So
our sight-
we did a blindfolded taste test. It didn't work out well.
Yeah. So
We had a lot of complaints, a lot of poor reception. So we've made some adjustments, and I think this is really gonna help.
yeah. So this is definitely gonna help people that had issues with our blindfolded.
So
taste.
we're just gonna go ahead.
This
and
is a
put these on.
sight fold. It's it's like a blindfold, but you can see through it.
So yeah, I think this is gonna really help with the with the
experience.
future of our blindfolded taste segments.
Exactly.
We've come up with new technologies. These are sight folded taste segments. So currently what we have is just every kind of water.
I went to my local grocery store and picked up every water I could find, and so here's every water I could find because I like to go the extra mile for our podcast, and so
Thank you, production.
I
There's more.
so what we have here
more.
is 12 waters.
Now, we came prepared.
We have various cups.
We have various cups. So I figured this could kind of be like a wine tasting.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So it's a water tasting.
It's a water tasting.
Yeah, it's exactly like a wine tasting. We've brought our spit buckets and our tiny cups to drink them out of, and we're just gonna go to town. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So our first one here. Let me lift up the sight fold. Is Essentia.
Hold on.
overachieving-
You can't lift your sight fold.
Oh,
That's the point. Yeah,
you're right.
Here. So this is Essentia overachieving H2O. This water claims it is overachieving. We'll see if it's actually overachieving.
Yeah.
It's an unhinged amount of varying water. Oh, my sight fold is broken.
This can't be comfortable.
Oh, it's not. Thank you so much, production, for noticing. This is very not.
Can we get some duct tape to fix this sight fold?
Do you have any duct tape?
Hold on.
Do we
No,
have any tape?
I think I've solved it. I'm gonna use the headphones to hold it. It should be fine.
Okay.
I don't have.
All right.
I don't have duct tape for this thing.
You guys need duct tape.
All right. All right. So here is Essentia. Here
Can
you
you feel? Oh, so kind.
go. Okay. Well, let's see. It
I'm
smells.
getting an earthy scent.
I'm getting a watery scent. That's the one.
I hope it's not too watered down.
You snort?
That's how you get the true flavor is to snort it. All right, let's get this Essentia plus snot.
What's happening?
You just made me spit. All right, so this is Essentia. The second time.
Plus That's a pretty solid
Oh, I'm
water.
fogging up my sight full. Okay, well, Essentia times 2.
I'll rank your numbers.
Very, how would you...
That's It definitely tastes like water. It tastes very clean, I would say. Like
No, I wouldn't call that a clean taste. 'cause-
You got a lot of water.
You got
Yeah.
a cruise.
Oh, all right. Very mid.
very mid. Let's see. Let's see. I guess
Well, we don't have anything to base it off of.
I'd say maybe like a.
Did we happen to pick up a Dasani?
We did not.
That's the shittiest water you can get.
Exactly.
But I would say that's like a. In terms of water, that's probably like a. It's probably a 7.0 on the pH scale, but Nick with the science jokes.
Yeah, I'd give it a
A 7.0 on pH.
I'd give it a 6.
Well, you gotta give it a point.
Out of
Otherwise,
10.
you gotta give it a 6 point something. Otherwise, it's not a real.
A 6.0. It's exactly 6.
Okay,
Jesus
I
fucking
think
Amateurs.
I think I'd give it like a 6.6.
Okay. All right.
All right. Up next, we have Origin water. So, here, let me just pour you a shot of this.
Oh, that's quite a shot. You
Yeah,
got,
that's
you
double.
got me.
You good?
Oh goodness. That one was good. That one was good water. That was a really good water.
Yeah. No. I mean, so.
I'm gonna finish my double shot.
You know the thing about water is that it kind of tastes like water.
No, that was a good water.
Okay.
8.3.
Ooh. I'd give it like a 7.2. I don't think it was excellent. Not like core water, which is our next one on the fucking thing that comes with its own fucking
All right,
cup,
can you
I
not
guess.
pour me a double this time?
I'll try, but man, every shot I pour is a double, and also the sightfold makes it hard. Okay. All right, we got core. I don't know. You know, that one felt kind of gritty. Especially.
What? We have our our spit buckets. Yeah, we've been spitting every shot.
Yeah. It kind of feels like, you know, I'd probably give that like a.
Well, we don't want to ruin our palates.
Yeah. And so you don't want to. It's like a wine tasting. You don't want to get water
Exactly.
intoxication. I heard someone died from that.
You don't want to drink too much.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'd give that one maybe like a 5.2.
You know, that one is exactly what water is. It is literally water.
It felt more gritty. Maybe it's just because my mouth is full of fucking water, and like it's like when you're in a bath too long and your fingers start pruning. But like, I don't know. It didn't feel as good as the Origin water.
Okay.
So I'd say a 5.2 is fair.
Yeah, you know,
Sound off in the comments about your favorite type of water.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.3.
Really?
It wasn't as good as the last one, but you know, it was exactly.
Give me that core water.
It's what I want water to be.
Sure. Okay.
Just very
Very watery.
water. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we got Kroger brand purified water.
Oh,
Water with
Lord.
electrolytes.
All right, purified water. This is
Kroger brand.
probably gonna suck. Nope.
It does have a distinct taste.
It tastes like chemicals.
It kind of tastes like tap water.
You can taste every single chemical they put in to purify that water, and it shows.
Yeah, I'd maybe give that like a. I feel like these are getting worse. That's like a 4.2.
That's a 2 and that's a 2.1.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was bad water.
2.1 on the water scale. All right, yeah, I'd give it a 4.2. I think. That's
There's
more than
a
fair.
2.1 on the water scale.
All right, this one says Poland. All right, I think this is the same one, but it had a different name. So it says Poland Spring Origin, and the other one just said Origin. So you know, completely different ranking.
Well, this is gonna be the true taste test if we can.
Yeah, if we can give it about the same rating.
Yeah,
You know, now that we're a couple
it
in.
should be literally the same.
Yeah, hopefully. This is so stupid. It's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it has a different flavor.
Yeah, it's worse.
I think it's better. It's kind of got like a sweetness to it that I kind of like.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
pouring your water cups out.
Let me.
I didn't know that.
Here, yeah.
I will.
Oh no, he's done that. He's done that.
had to make room in my cup.
I had another cup.
Oh yeah, we had more cups.
Cup. No.
This is great internet.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
8.3 for the Poland Spring. I liked it.
Backwash of the-
You know,
On the backwash, it was. This is gonna be disgusting to describe. It was thick. Yeah. So I'll give it like that was like a 2.0.
Explain what you just did to the audio people.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I had to make room in my my spit cup. We've been spitting. I just took a chug out of it, and that was the coughing and the groaning from everyone in the room. Onto the. I wasn't
you wanna-
coughing because it was bad. I was coughing
because it was thick.
because it was thick and it just went down the wrong
Why
pipe.
was it thick?
Spit.
I don't like
Mostly
that.
spit. All right, up next we got Kroger Hydro to Go caffeinated water.
Rating.
Oh, what? Oh,
So,
Poland
do you
Spring
do you
Origin.
need another?
yeah, I got distracted by the fact that you drank your spit cup, man. That's not right.
It's got like foam on the top too. Okay, so Poland Spring Origin again. What do you think of that one?
That one's I see what you're saying about the sweetness. It's got something to it.
Yeah,
I
More
wish
so
it
than
weren't
just-
there.
Really?
Is what I'll say. Yeah, I wish it weren't there. It does. There's a little je ne sais quoi to that. And
see, someone asked, "Why are we spitting the water?" I can't see because I'm
It's-
not wearing my glasses.
it's well, this is a wine. This is a water tasting.
It's a water tasting. We're tasting. We're not trying to drink
Yeah,
a
we're
bunch
not.
of water.
Yeah, we're not trying to get drunk. You know, I'm not trying to ruin my. You know.
Yeah,
I want to be able to taste everything flawlessly.
exactly. So what was your rating on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a 5.0 actually.
5.0. Okay.
Yeah. You just poured that back into the. You know, it's fine.
Did you want me to pour it into a different one?
Well, yeah, you mixed waters, man.
Okay, here. Well, you got a spare cup? Okay, here we go. All right. Up next is the Kroger Hydro to Go caffeinated water. Hopefully we can taste the caffeine.
Hydro to go.
Oh, I just swallowed. Hold on.
This is where we lose all of our viewers.
Anymore.
Yeah, I didn't.
Come on, Anna says this is an interesting podcast.
Yeah. You'd be. It isn't until you have all the waters in a row and you're able to like differentiate the levels that you're like, that's kind of a bad water. And the Kroger brands have kind of been disappointing.
Yeah, they're really bad.
Yeah, so I mean that's the only one I think that has caffeine in it. And so
I didn't taste any caffeine.
what does caffeine taste like?
I don't know, but I didn't taste anything.
Okay. I'd give that like a maybe like a 5.0, I think is fair. Just because it had a weird flavor. It wasn't terrible. I'd probably drink a whole bottle of it if I needed to. I mean, it's water.
You needed the caffeine for
Yeah.
the water.
Up next, we have
So
one
I'm
I
not
can't-
gonna do what Nick did. I'm
gotta-
gonna set my spit cup aside, and I will dispose of it later.
We'll drink them in the post show.
Nope.
Let's see.
rating?
We got
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one a 4.1. 4.1 for sure.
okay. Up next, we have I don't know how you pronounce that. Why Kia?
Yeah, no, I can
Sure.
do this. Yeah, it's a karate water. So it's
It's not actually karate water. It is Hawaiian volcanic water.
Huayakaya.
Huayakaya.
That was good.
Again,
I think it's the best one.
that sweetness.
I didn't have the sweetness.
I got sweetness out of it, and I'd say like a.
You're nothing but sweetness.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Anytime.
Yeah, that's like a 9.2.
9.2.
Like that's a pretty. Remember, this is in terms of water. So yeah, that's a really solid water. I really liked that. I liked the sweetness. I really dug it.
I'd say it's I think it's 8.8.
8.8. Okay. Yeah. No. Definitely. Up next, we got Kroger Alkaline Water, pH 9.5 plus with an asterisk.
This one better be 9.5 plus.
We'll see.
I had enough of that. That was a firm, solid.
I'm running out of word with my spit cup.
We have more cups here.
Give him another cup. If I ever have to see that again, I'm going to throw up everywhere.
Yeah, our giveaway for this week is the spit cups.
Yeah, let us know. Make sure to share and
Rip stream again.
Oh
Come
no.
on, bruh.
Yeah,
It's coming back.
we're coming back.
Yeah.
Here we
Bring it
come.
back.
Oh, that's a lot of megs.
Yeah,
That's
back with a
that's
vengeance.
bad.
Gone. And maybe.
What's happening?
Please hold. Please hold while your call is connected.
Please continue to hold while your party is reached. Oh, we good now.
Oh, okay.
Hey! Thanks so much for waiting around, sticking around. Shout out to you, Ethan, in chat.
Thank you for holding. All right.
Your party has been reached.
So, let's see. Yeah, the pH 9.5. I need to taste it again because the stream went down.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't need to taste this again. In fact, I will not. That was quite possibly, that's Aquafina tier. That's Dasani tier.
I feel like that's a slightly better Dasani.
It's still Dasani tier, man.
I give that like a 4.2.
Really? That high?
I feel like that's fair. Like it's like just a little bit.
No, I'm going back to the... What was the last one that I rated really lowly? Like a 2.2?
I think so. Yeah.
That one was worse, so I'm going to say 2.0.
Okay. Okay.
It's still not like the... it's not like I'm going to barf for any... Well, I mean, it's water, right? So it's a relative scale.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
My car's extended warranty.
Okay. So what would you rank? What would you rank it?
I said it 2.0.
Oh, 2.0 for the Kroger
Alkaline battery water.
yeah, alkaline battery water.
Yeah. It was not good.
All right. Up next, we got Fiji.
Where do you rank it?
I think I gave it like a 4.3.
Sure, that sounds right.
Yeah, 4 point something, and then Zach was like, "Oh, that's super high."
Holy shit, that was funny.
All right, up next we got Fiji.
Wow.
Keep it all in the audio. Just keep it all in the audio. No cuts this whole show.
Oh, I swallowed.
It was just that good.
It was that good.
I see why people like it. It was like, it has that sweetness, and again,
See,
that sweetness.
The thing with some of these waters is that they are really expensive. Are you giving me more of the Fiji water?
Yeah, sure. You swallowed it. You gotta cleanse your palate. It's weird because the thing you cleanse your palate with is water. Usually, it's like, oh, how good's this sorbet? But a sorbet is what you cleanse your palate with. So what do you fucking cleanse your palate?
Oh, we should have had wine to cleanse our palate.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just get fucked up. Just down a bottle of wine between each sip of water.
That would have been that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Fiji. That's
We could cleanse our palate with this Mountain Dew.
Fiji. I'd say like that's probably like one of the best waters.
Yeah.
Like I see why people like it.
Well, so the problem with a lot of these waters is that they're really good, but they're expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, Fiji was like $2-3.
Yeah, but like comparatively to like.
For this fucking 1 liter bottle, 1.5 liter bottle
Alright,
for $3,
alright.
that's not bad.
All right, fine, I concede. All right, I think Soda Streams are too expensive. So
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, so I'd give that one probably like a 9.8.
that high.
I think that's one of the best waters we've had.
I think it is the best water we've had.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna follow suit. Not a 9.8 because I feel like there needs to be room to go up. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 9.1 for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, up next we got Simple Truth Artisan Water.
The simple truth. Will this be good?
Naturally balanced pH of 7.6. Nope, no, homie, don't dean this. Yeah, that's a fucking. It's got it. It tastes like a well. It tastes like well water, which I think is exactly what they were going for. But like,
I liked it.
that's not good water. That doesn't make
Really,
it good
I liked it.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's like a 1.2.
Really.
Yeah, that's a
I think this is gonna be the biggest difference. I'm gonna give that one like an 8.5, like an 8.8. I might even go 8.6. That was good.
no fucking way.
Yeah, way.
Did you and I have the same water?
I don't know. Let me give it another try.
Because that's a. You can taste all the fucking rust and shit. It's gross. Like, as someone who like has drank like well water and stuff like that, like that's what
That was good.
It's not good.
Yeah. What did I say? 8.6.
Yeah,
8.7.
it's like a 1.2, my dude. That's a bad water.
8.7. That's a good water.
Up next,
What was that? I'll buy that again.
that was it's the Kroger brand Simple Truth.
Wow. Simple truth.
Yeah.
The simple truth was that was pretty good.
Up next, we have Body Armor alkaline water with a pH of 9.
Body water armor. This is body water.
Body water armor.
See, this is why you shouldn't drink the water.
Yeah. Body Armor sport water.
Drink the
Alkaline. With water with a pH of 9.
Nope. Good. Turns out I don't like high pH water. Yeah, because that was another bad one.
I think the difference is that like we have different takes in water. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I think so.
I like my water to have some flavor, but not a fucking well flavor.
No, it's gonna be a no from me.
Okay, I liked it.
Solid 1.6, dude.
I give that like a 7.8. That's a pretty good water. You and I just don't.
Yeah,
I think that's
last
what.
one.
This is the last
this
one.
is the last water.
This is Simple Truth.
Two spit cups later.
This is Simple Truth vapor distilled water. So this was distilled via vapor, typically in a still. That's how you distill things, is in a still.
You're still talking about it.
And here we go.
Point 2.
0.2?
0.2.
I feel like that's a pretty average water. I'm gonna give that like a 5.0.
No, that was Dasani. That was Dasani on crack.
Really?
Yeah, that was Dasani's crack addicted cousin.
Wow.
Point what?
5.0. That's just a pretty average standard water.
Point 2.
Okay, well, Zach is the one on crack because that's just your standard water.
So what are the results? What we got here?
So the best one that we both can agree on is Fiji.
Yeah, Fiji's good.
The best one for Zach independently was the fucking artisan.
Yeah, can I have that artesian water?
Sure.
Yeah, excellent.
Artesian well water.
Yeah.
I think my independent favorite wasn't it the fucking.
You gave Fiji a 9.8.
Yeah.
That was the second one.
Am I good on the site? The site. Fold?
Yeah. No, we can remove the sight folds now.
Oh, thank God. That was.
Oh, I can see again.
Oh, it's so sweaty.
So hopefully that worked out better than our previous blindfolded taste test.
That was.
Boys, we gotta go to memory.
Oh yeah, we are getting close to the end of the show, so it's time for our video game memory. If I can find my fucking,
I've got it.
I do. Oh yeah, no, I remember mine.
Let's April Fools.
Is it? Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it was April 1st, so we figured we'd give them the goofiest one.
Fair enough. Okay, so what's our topic?
That was the prank. That was the entirety of the April Fool's prank. Was the water test.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the only prank.
You just said go get water, and then I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lots of water.
Yeah. Well,
he doesn't half-ass anything. You tell him to do something, he'll do it.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
whole ass one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So what's our?
I don't. I didn't drink any of the water.
What's our game memory of this week?
So our memory for this week is parts in chat. Please, you are very encouraged to sound off. Let us know what you guys what comes to memory for you guys. It's parts of games that you got stuck on for entirely too long. This is the part of the game where it is so scorned into your memory, right? All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. That whatever that is.
Yeah. I can take the reins on this one.
Go for it.
I'll go first. Yeah, so there's a little game that I feel like not a lot of people have played or talk about. It's called The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. It's for the Nintendo 64. It's probably
I've never heard of it.
oh that's fair. Yeah, your first game system was an iPad.
Cuphead intro. Oh goodness! Thank you, Anna.
Thank you. Yeah, so Ocarina of Time was it was my childhood essentially. I've played that game way too much. Even back then, I played it fucking nonstop. But when I was a little tyke, because the game came out in '97 and or '98, I think, in North America, and I was born in '97. I wasn't very good at it, and also wasn't very good at reading comprehension. So, the first dungeon is the Deku Tree, and you get the slingshot, and then you go to the final boss. And then, if you're a dumb kid who doesn't know the hint that they immediately give you, you just get fucking owned because you don't know how to defeat them, and you don't know to hit their glowing fucking eyeball. So, I couldn't play the game because I couldn't get out of the fucking first section because I didn't know how to beat the first boss. And what I had to do was my older brother had to ask his girlfriend how you beat the first boss that they tell you how to beat right outside of the boss chamber. Like, you have to figure out how to beat the boss right before they tell you, right before you fight the boss.
They tell you what to do.
Yeah. And so my brother had to ask his girlfriend how to beat it. And then through him, he told me. And finally, I was able to beat Goma and play the fucking game. And then I continued playing it until the Water Temple, which I feel like is the general consensus. And then the Water Temple is where you get stuck if you don't realize you gotta use the fucking item you get in the dungeon.
Okay. So I'm actually I had one, but I remembered a different one from also when I was a kid. I feel like most of these are you were a kid, you were dumb, you didn't understand. So mine is my first Pokemon game for backstory here was Pokemon Gold. I didn't train anyone except for my starter, and then I caught a Ho-Oh, and that's how I beat the Elite Four. Now, that being said, my second Pokemon game was Pokemon Fire Red. Okay, so keep in mind, I had never played Red, so Fire Red will be Red. I could not find Surf.
Really?
I couldn't find it. I could not find surf. And now, exactly like you were saying, if you have any reading comprehension at all, right, and you don't just press A a bunch, and you actually read what it says, like, you can find it pretty easily, right? They're like, oh, if you make it to the end, they will give you a very special reward. Yeah. No. Did not read that. So, I spent weeks just leveling up my Pokemon, not knowing how the heck to get surf. So I'm just walking around in the Safari Zone trying to catch a Chansey. Found my first shiny Pokemon, didn't know what it was.
Killed it?
No, it was in the Safari Zone, so it ran away. It was, you know,
Oh my god.
the Turbo Tunnel stage in Battletoads induced rage.
Rage quit to kids all across America.
That's very true.
Ian.
Yeah, no,
Mine's every Lego game.
every Lego game.
Yeah. I always get stuck in them and it makes me mad.
They're for kids.
I know. So it makes me even more mad.
Oh, but fair enough.
No, I could not find surf. I searched. My Fire Red save was at like 200 hours. By the end of the time I finally finished Fire Red.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I just wandered around.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't find the one thing you need to progress, then you're kind of.
I went all the way back to Pallet Town. Started talking to every NPC.
Wow.
Couldn't find it.
Huh. I mean,
So finally, I'm at church. you
Yeah.
know? And there's first of all, okay, I went to this church where like my wife has look, all right, not a lot of gamers, okay, in this church. That's what I'll say.
Especially Pokemon. Pokemon was like had a whole like Christian panic about it.
Exactly, because evolution.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though evolution isn't inherent. Sorry.
Anyways, I agree.
I have strong opinions.
But yeah, so there was one kid who came up to me and he was like, "Hey, what are you playing there?" And I'm like, "Pokemon." He was like, "Pokemon."
The hell with you.
And he was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool. Who'd you pick for your starter?" And I was like, "Blastoise, but I can't find Surf." And he was like, "Oh." Snatched my Game Boy,
It's underneath the truck.
and he walks me to the Safari Zone. He walks all the way into the Safari Zone, and he said, "Now talk to that guy." And I talked to that guy, and he's like, "Hey, here's Surf." So yeah, that's how I finally got Surf. Was someone else just
Played the game for you.
yeah, pretty much.
That's great.
Yeah, no, that's totally valid.
Ethan says when I was like 12, I bought Half-Life 2 and I couldn't get past the gate on the root canal for some reason. Yeah, root canal. You know, I probably mispronounced all of that.
Yeah, I mean it's Half-Life. No, not like they have a huge fan base.
So anyways, I think that's gonna do it
Yeah,
for episode 11.
Episode season 7, episode 11. 7-11. What a great deal. Thank you all for sticking with us through the water taste test.
Yeah, press 1 if you want the spit cups. We'll save them for you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Again, we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring the show, making all this happen. We want to thank all of our viewers for watching the show. Without
Coming
them,
in.
this couldn't happen.
Yeah, share the show with your friends.
Let them know how great the Nikki Fish and Zacky Zach podcast is.
Yeah, and let us know what you thought about this week's episode. You know, I think we put a lot of heart and soul into it,
Yes.
and I think this is different than what we usually do. So
Yeah, definitely. So if you like this different change of pace, let us know, and
you know,
we'll
See you next time.
we'll see you next time.
all right.
Peace.
If they
Nice to see. Nice to have the top artist in Bay City hosting this great podcast.
All right.
Woo!
All right.
What an episode.
We got this covered. Nice job.
great work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Impressive. I left real fucking. You guys gotta get these fucking spit cups out of here. Those
it. Oh, so I literally I had the thought before he did it in the back of my
Are
head,
you
like
still alive? Just saying.
Yeah, we are. So
if I dared Nick to drink it, would he? And then he did it without prompting.
Once you were like, hey, we should do a wine tasting. I'm like, we should do spit cups. Also, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm probably gonna drink it.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, no, I agree. You didn't even drink it. It was
So many waters. Yeah,
That was
just,
great.
Just clear the fucking quarantine. Just fucking hazmat suit up right now. Fucking water spit.
Should drink each other's water spit cups.
Ugh. That's fucking horrible. All right, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. We had a fun April Fool's Day stream. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Zach, for joining in this week. And yeah, had a fun time. We'll be back on Monday with your regularly scheduled programming. But yeah, we wanted to change it up. This is the first time we've had not one but two new hosts for the show. This is the first time Mark and I both have not been on the show.
Hopefully
And
you guys enjoyed it.
it was wild. It was chaotic. It reminded me of the early seasons of the podcast, and it was fucking awesome. So
Yeah.
shout out to Nick. Shout out to Zach for hosting the show for
My
us.
hand just touched water, and I hope it wasn't his fucking spit cup.
You have all the hepatitis now.
I think I have hepatitis.
All right.
No, but Zach does.
Oh,
But-
yeah, but I wasn't sitting there.
We will see
I
you
sat in the
guys. We'll see you guys next week or not even next week, in a few days for the Matty Ice
Monday.
and Marky Mark podcast. Peace.
And stream, I can do it. I can do it.
Just end the stream.